Hopefully it's not going to become a thing that I always start these episodes with apologies from now on, but apparently another one is due. I've been informed I actually manage Manchester City, not Manchester United. There may have been a slight error at the start of yesterday's episode. Won't happen again. Some team from Manchester will hopefully win the Premier League today. Hello and welcome to Season 16, Episode 11 of Non-League to Legend. I'm Kev, and coming up on today's episode, hopefully, a Premier League victory. We're at home to Bournemouth. We've got 6 games of the season left, and at the moment, with 6 games left, we're 16 points clear of Chelsea at the top of the table. So a win against Bournemouth guarantees Chelsea can't catch us, but Arsenal are only 1 point behind them with a game in hand. So they've got 18 points still to play for, but they've got the North London derby later on today. We play first, so if they don't beat Spurs, we then win the league later on today. After that, we've got the first leg of the quarterfinal of the Champions League away against Valencia. So another massively important game. Hopefully we're going to get the Premier League wrapped up nice and early, and the Champions League then becomes our main focus. We are struggling a little bit for players, though, which seems to be the theme of this season. Steve, where is he? In the last game against West Ham, became Manchester City's all-time leading Premier League goal scorer. I think he got a couple of goals in that game. He's actually been in quite good goal-scoring form last season. If you look at how he's picked up this year compared to last year, good to see him back to something approaching his best. And he's picked up his little record now, but in doing so, he's got himself a chest injury and he's now out for a week. João Roberto and Ortega are both still injured. João Roberto did pass a fitness test, although should be limited to 60 minutes of action. Ortega actually failed his fitness test, but we just don't have any other strikers. I'm tempted to just stick Steve Bruce, not that one, on the bench. In fact, I can't. Why is he ineligible? Because he's already played. See, that's just annoying. We'll just have to go with this, and João Roberto will have to play as long as he can. And then Ortega will have to come on and try and play a bit, even though he failed his fitness test. And hopefully I won't break them both before the Valencia game. The rest of the team, we've got Donnarumma in goal. Mateza, Martelli, Osborne and Medane as our back four. Jans and Koulibaly in midfield. Then Umputu, Gilberto and Ayrton in behind João Roberto. What I'll probably have to do at the hour mark is bring Wilkes on for João Roberto and push Gilberto forward. That's probably the safest thing to do. Give João Roberto his hour that he's allowed, and then not risk Ortega unless it's absolutely necessary. Yes, I know João Roberto is not properly fit. I've just discussed that at length. It's only Ayrton's 100th appearance for the club today. I assumed he'd been around longer, but I guess he arrived shortly before I did, because he must have played 70 of those games for me. So I guess he'd had a season. That was soon. The numbers check out. So this will be the end of his 3rd season at Man City. Oh, come on. I just want a win today. A nice big fat win. And then Arsenal to not win. And then all this Premier League business is out of the way then. And we can just focus on the Champions League, which is a tall order with all the injuries that we keep getting. But, you know, it's been a oh, Ayrton's in. And we're 1-0 up. That's his 20th goal of the season. You cannot give a player in the kind of form Ayrton's been in all season long a chance like this one. What were Bournemouth thinking? Look, it is just a sloppy pass from them, puts him through. He was miles offside, but obviously because it's a sloppy back pass from Bournemouth, it doesn't matter. And there you go, 1-0 up, and that puts us 19 points clear of Chelsea. They still have 6 games to go, so Chelsea, if it finishes like this, cannot catch us. We're 2-0 up. 37 goals this season for João Roberto. Bearing in mind he's been injured pretty much since Christmas as well. And still has 37 goals. That'll do, wouldn't it? What a terrible piece of goalkeeping. Webb, I assume he's English. Oddly, I don't know who he is, despite being England manager. That shows how highly rated he is. He's their number 49. Wow. Does that mean he really is a nobody? Jonathan Webb, 19-year-old English goalkeeper. Wow, a value of £65,000, playing only his 3rd professional game. I feel like I should call him into the England squad. There's an English goalkeeper other than Matt Lee playing in the Premier League, but he's rubbish. So I mean, that doesn't stop me putting anyone else into the England squad. I'll have a ponder. I don't know if it's right that I'm trying to win the league with Man City whilst wearing my posh shirt. I feel a little bit wrong, but you know, that's what happens when you record a video on a match day. Can't be avoided unless I got changed, but that would require far too much professionalism on my part. Players are dropping like flies. Martelli's injured now. Murat has already picked up an injury, so we could have to play against Valencia with Riedewald in our back four, which isn't what anyone wants. Right, let's take João Roberto off now. The pre-planned substitution, and we'll stick Gilberto up front with Wilkes behind him. And then we kind of need to save our last substitution in case we get another injury. Because Bournemouth haven't had a shot yet. I mean, we're certainly doing this in style. We're just relying on Tottenham now. I mean, Tottenham are knees deep in a relegation battle. They've got every incentive to want to try and beat Arsenal later. But are they capable of doing it? Because they're quite far apart in the league. Bournemouth have got one back. Tell me they're not going to get back into this game. It will be most disappointing if we end up drawing and not able to win the league today, because I've kind of got my heart set on winning the league today. It's been 16 seasons coming. I kind of want it to just come as soon as possible now. Right, Gilberto's not enjoying up front, so we're going to bring Van Inzerellen on for him and then stick Umputu up front. Van Inzerellen's slightly better on the wing again. He's getting there. Umputu's played up front a couple of times for us recently, kind of in situations like this, and he's actually scored a couple of goals here and there as well, so I've got no qualms with putting him up there. He's not up there yet, though, because Gilberto's still on the pitch. He's beaten his man, and really should have done better against this useless League 2 standard goalkeeper that Bournemouth have got in goal, and we've only put 2 goals past, which is a bit of a worry. There you go, Umputu's up front now. And hopefully we're going to hold on. There's 3 seconds to go. That's your lot. We have beaten Bournemouth 2-1. We have done our bit. Now we're just relying on the match at Arsenal. I mean, what? I'm this close to just sitting and watching it and making it all exciting. Oh, for goodness sake. Martelli out for 3 to 4 months. Yeah, don't worry about it. Just join the club. Right. Well, let's go and see if we've won the league. Oh no, we've got to do the press conference. We've got to do this properly. I can't just let you know in a few days' time that we're happy. Yes, Ayrton's great. Yes, we like to set the pace. I don't know who Matthew Dolan is. Yes, Ayrton's a good player. There we go. That's how you do a press conference. So we just need what we'd like is Tottenham to beat Arsenal, but we just need Arsenal not. I was supposed to rest my players ready for the Valencia game. Have the matches happened yet? No, it's still only 3 o'clock. Right, let's just make sure we rest this lot, because, you know, we've got a big game coming up. Give them a day's rest. They did good. Just kick the desk, why don't I? Oh, what do we reckon's happening then? We should have the score. Like, will we see it on here? Sheffield Wednesday have had an injury. Have we won the league? Arsenal beat Spurs. How dare they? So by my calculations, that means we've got to wait a few more days. When do they play their game in hand? Are they going to play it while we're playing Valencia? Because that would be very pleasant. So senior squad schedule. Yeah, they actually play their game at Norwich before we play Valencia. So we still might find out this episode whether we win the league. Oh, we've got so few players left. This is getting ridiculous. With Murat and Martelli both injured, my choice at centre-back to go alongside Ron Osborne was Jaro Riedewald, who is 34 years old and has, on the whole, not been brilliant for us. I mean, his ratings actually look pretty good. Hold your horses. Hold your horses. I'm basing my decision on what I've seen going on the pitch. But that's very different to what we've got on there. Interesting. Perhaps he's just... I feel like he's past it. Lewis Bradford can also play there, though. But the downside to Lewis Bradford is that he hasn't really played at all. He's coming back from injury. This will be his first game back from injury. Do we really want to stick him in at centre-back where we've never seen him play before? Or do we go for Redevolt? I've got to be sensible and do that, haven't I? I really don't want to have to play him. But those ratings that he's got have convinced me he can play. Yeah, that's why he's not been great lately. But then, that's what we're going for. Other than that, no changes. Roberto is a little bit fitter now, still not properly match fit. Ortega still shouldn't be involved, apparently. And we've still got youth team players sat on the bench because we've got no players left. They all keep getting injured. We've got a full strength midfield 5, though, which is nice. Lewis Bradford, he's not fit. I don't know who Federico Calzola is. He must be a kid. Yeah, let's be pleased about him. Is he right? So he's on. Who's this lad then? 17-year-old Italian centre-back. Oh, yeah. I remember you. Yeah, okay. I'll allow it. He's not going to be any good, but he's the best youngster we've got. And there was a minute or two where I thought he might have to play today. Right. Is there any way to have the Arsenal-Norwich game going on in the corner? No, that's not what we wanted. We want latest scores. But is it only going to give me the Champions League latest scores? Right, you get out of the way. Because that's not really what we want. Latest scores. Where's it put that? No, that's not what we want. We want the latest scores. It's not going to do it, is it? Basically, Arsenal are playing Norwich right now. So, we've got more than one eye. We've probably got 1.5 eyes on what's going on there. What a weird situation this would be to be a Manchester City fan in real life. You're sat there in Valencia, desperately wanting a win to get through to the next round of the Champions League, but also with your phone in your hand constantly, seeing what's going on in Norwich, because you could potentially win the Premier League today as well. Well, that's not a good start. I want to know what's going on with Arsenal, though. I'm far more interested in it. With all the injuries we're getting, even if we manage to get past Valencia, I just don't see us winning the Champions League this season. We've got too small a squad and too many injuries, and they all sort of congregate in the same positions. We're basically running out of strikers and centre-backs. And I know I'm only 16 years into this management lark, so I'm not a complete expert. But in my experience, if you don't have strikers and centre-backs, it's difficult to win the Champions League. So I just want to win the Premier League. See if we can get through to the next round of this without getting any more injuries and just kind of enjoy seeing the season out. I've got £300 million to spend next summer again, so that's going to be good fun. I'm going to try and bring in some young players this time rather than a bunch of old men like Lazarov who are just going to get injured. It's time to bring in 4 or 5 proper wonder kids and get them mixed into the squad to try and... I really want either English ones or ones that are under 18 as well, so that we can start fixing this only being able to put 21 players in our squad nonsense that's caused by the fact we don't have any homegrown players. Why have we not got back into this game? In fact, we're not playing well at all. It's nearly half time. We've only had 40% possession. We're not getting any shots away. I think most of the team have got their phones in their hands trying to see what's going on in Norwich as well. And I can't really blame them. I think, oh, we're in. Ayrton scored. We've got an away goal. Everything has changed. I'm trying to avoid singing a Take That song. But that's important. We've got an away goal. It doesn't even matter if we lose this 2-1. An away goal, massively important, and Ayrton is just on fire, and he's in again. Ooh, I want to know the score in the Norwich game. Can we get out of here at half time and just go and have a look? How would we do that? I suppose we'd hit home, and then if... Is it going to let us do this? Matches. Fixtures. Oh, latest scores. Oh, look at that! Oh, I want to watch the second half of that game. Right, back into the match. How am I supposed to concentrate on this nonsense when we're about to win the Premier League? Oh, after so many years at Ipswich, Norwich are about to win us the Premier League. This is nearly as delicious as when Ryan Lloyd got York promoted. Or, no, got Exeter promoted at York. You all remember. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you need to go back about 12 seasons. So that means there's only about 6 of you, remember, who were watching back then. But, you know, if you know who Ryan Lloyd is, and you know why it was delicious when he scored a goal for York when I was Exeter manager, well played. Let me know in the comments that you've been hanging around that long. And I'm sure you'll agree, the irony of Norwich being the team to win me the Premier League is just as delightful. Ayrton's injured, for goodness sake. Why can't we keep players fit? Right, Ayrton, injured. João Roberto, you need to come off as well, because you're coming back from injury. We'll bring Wilkes on, we'll do that. And hopefully it'll just finish 1-1. I want to go and look at the Arsenal game again, though. This is taking more discipline than I thought I had, not to just go and have another quick look. Just a quick one. I mean, what's the harm in having a quick look? Is Cesar Ortega fit? I don't think. No, he's still not fit, is he? Why have I even bothered to put him on the bench? Lewis Bradford, you can come on. Oh, but who for? I want to stick him in here, but I don't think they'll just let me bring a player on without taking anyone off. I surely can't take Gilberto off and do that. Oh, no. Let's just bring you on for... Well, let's not bring you on at all, eh? We'll just do that. That seems simple enough. We'll just leave things as they are. If I can't find a way to get you on the pitch, you stay on the bench, young man. Right, Medane. Forgot he still played for us. Club captain, Medane to Wilkes. Gilberto is in. Oh, he hits the crossbar. And all we're thinking about is what's going on at Norwich. Riedewald is on a yellow card and he's looking tired and he's looking rubbish. It might be time to bring Lewis Bradford on there, actually. Yeah, he's not having a great game. Let's see if Bradford can play at centre-back. We'll do that. Because that was the other option at the start of the day. He's competent there, apparently, which is more than Riedewald is these days. So, I'm happy with that. Right, on Putu to Jans. Go on, let's steal a winner. Oh, it doesn't have time to get the shot away. But 1-1, perfectly acceptable result in the away leg of the Champions League quarter-final. Fingers crossed Norwich have managed to hold on. Hey, we've just had the spoilers, Steam achievement popping up, but we've just won the Premier League. Champions Manchester City complete the treble. There you go. We have won the Premier League. Let's put a downer on it and see what's wrong with Ayrton. Yeah, 3 weeks out for you. Yes, the board like it. Do I not get a statue or anything? No mention of Hall of Fame or anything like that. Never mind. Let's have a quick look at the league table, though. See the C. Oh, do we not get a C? See, we've not done this, but this is the first time we've finished top of a league since Boston in season 1. There you go. We have a little C next to us with 5 games to go as well. That just looks pretty. And if we look at our fixtures, we don't need to worry about all this nonsense. Really, in tomorrow's episode, we just need to focus on beating Valencia. In fact, what I think I'll do, because Forest doesn't matter anymore, we'll do Valencia and then Ipswich just because it's Ipswich and I like putting them on the channel. And then I guess the final episodes will be dictated based on what goes on in that game against Valencia. If we can actually put a team of 10 players, or 10 players might be all we've got, if we can put 11 players together. Woo, we've won the Premier League. Hurrah! I think that's worthy of a like. If you've been enjoying the 16 seasons of Non-League to Legend and you've never put a like on there before, we've just won the Premier League. Remember where we started? At Boston 16 years ago. Today's the day to stick a like on there. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Breaking news, we've just gone past 2,000 subscribers this evening as well. So I am going to do a Q&A over the next few days, possibly even next weekend, just to get it out at the weekend, really. So I have asked before and I'll dig those questions out. I've asked again on Twitter and Facebook. Lollujo on Twitter, Lollujo FM on Facebook, by the way. But if you've got any questions you want me to have a look at in the celebratory 2,000 subscribers Q&A, stick them in the comments for today as well. Oh, I'm excited. Thank you very much for watching.